Yeah, so as I said in the previous bit of filming, it's not easy to film yourself, so Lee's kindly agreed to come and do a bit of filming for me so you can see what I've been doing. And when you see the clips, you'll also see there's a new instructor who can help you out. Kieran has been really helpful, so he's just showed me how to use a new bit of kit as well, which I'll be giving a try next time I come down. So super. So I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of a different Sandra makes. Sandra makes muscles. So there's not a lot to show yet, but hopefully if I keep going I'll get a bit fitter over time. And thanks again, Lee, for helping out. Really appreciate it.
It is a beautiful spring day. The sun is out. The birds are singing. I've just had a quick listen on my Merlin app, and we have chaffinch, house sparrow, dunnock and wren, and I just heard a crow go past. So that's the camp for today. Anyway, I'm in the garden because I've finally got the things that I needed to do a bit more work on finishing Neil's hat. So what I was missing is these are thick double-ended needles. So these are actually 5.5, and my main knitting was done on 6, but it's only to finish off the crown, so it'll be fine. So I've basically got, I'll just show you the work so far. So that's quite a bit for now. So I've been working on circular needles. So when I did my initial ribbed band at the bottom, so it was 2 knit, 2 purl, and I did a fairly deep ribbed band, so it's going to be the turn up for the hat, and then I switched to, hope you can see this, plain knitting. Hope you can see that okay. So at the moment it's still basically just a big tube on my circular needles, and then I'm going to need to start decreasing to make the crown of the hat. So if I just turn up the bottom a bit, you'll get the idea. So when it's finished, it'll be something like this, but I still need to finish the crown. So we're going to start decreasing the stitches. So normally, what's worked for me so far is follow the pattern where you decrease so you basically knit 2 together every 7th stitch, and then every 6th stitch, 5th stitch, etc. And then it gets smaller and smaller until you join in the middle. But obviously, when you're on the circular needles, at a certain point they won't stretch around the decreasing circumference. So it's easier then to switch to the, excuse my hair, then I'll switch to the straight needles and just take the stitches off and just finish. So you end up with a kind of crisscross shape between the needles, so you just have to then keep working around a few stitches and then move the stitches along until you've got the final shape of the hat. So just thought I'd share this as well. So at the moment I'm still fine on these needles, so I'm going to go along, and then it will start decreasing. So I'm going to knit 6 and then stitch the 7th and 8th together, and then so that I know my place, you can either use a clipping marker, which I may do actually if I have to go find one, or you can use, I've still kept the tail from my starting point, so I know that that's my starting point. So actually I'm going to be past, so I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I've already got 6 stitches, put my teeth in, past the original starting point. So I'm just going to hopefully do this so you can see a bit better. So I'm going to now knit, just so when I've done this before I did it ribbed all the way, but I think it's going to be more straightforward, so I only got to worry about the knitting. So I've got 2 stitches through, loop round and pop off, and then knit another 6 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then knit another 2 together. So basically I'm just going to keep going around and doing that in the sunshine and listen to the birds and think how lucky we are to have this fantastic new Lincolnshire life. So I've decreased, so I've done 6 stitches, 6 stitches, 2 together, and then the next round I did 5 stitches, 2 together, and then the next round I did 4 stitches, 2 together. So I'm back at my marker point, as in the thread where I started, but it is getting a bit tight now on the loop. So there may be more elegant ways of doing it, I don't know, but this is how I do it. So I'm going to take one of my 2-ended needles, I'm going to take off probably about 10 stitches. Who's that?
6 and 7 eighths, 9, 10, 11, said the man about his hat size.
Well, actually I'll take 12 stitches I think for now, and then I can release that, I'll take some tension off, and then I'm now going to carry on still going around, but I'm going to take off 3 stitches, knit 3 stitches and then 2 together, and then when I've run out of stitches I'll put more stitches onto the next needle, and then just keep working around until all my stitches are on the new needles. So I'll just show you how I start off. So 1, 2, 3. This is going the other way, isn't it? But never mind, we'll get there in the end. 2 together. Spot the deliberate mistake. 1, 2, 3, 2 together. Okay, I'm going to pause there. I think my husband wants me for something probably, but yeah, you get the idea. It would have made more sense if I'd taken the stitches off the other way and then they're going onto the new needles, but we will get there, I promise. I'm back inside because Neil's doing a bit of filming and something else outside, so I had to stop the hat making for a bit. So I thought I'd just quickly show you the seedlings I started a few days ago. So the loofah likes to be kept warm, so I put the bag on. So it's like, and it's also warmer on this side of the bungalow with the southwest sun. That's not doing anything yet. The chives have germinated, so I don't know how well you can see that, but they have germinated. The shallots have germinated, and this was the chili pepper. So it's not like a really hot, it's like yellow and not too hot chili pepper. So anyway, so I put a bag on that now because that's not started doing anything yet, but hopefully soon. So it's just a very quick update, and I'm hoping to start off some more seeds, and then I also need to do a mushroom growing update when I get them out, but trying to pack a lot in over the weekend. It's going to be a busy one again. So I have, if I can find where I'm up to here, so I've now got all the stitches on the double-ended needles. So I just did that by working backwards, just picking the stitches off and then working a bit more and then picking a few more stitches off. So it helps if you start from the end that you're knitting on. But anyway, I got there in the end. Anyway, you just keep taking them through. So they're all on now. So I've done 3 stitches and I've got a few more to do. Just the last few of 3 stitches and then 2 together. And then it'll be 2 stitches and 2 together and so on. So I think if I check back, yes, it'll be, I'll just show you the section. So all of these will be 3 stitches and 2 together, and then you'll see you'll end up with a needle with no stitches on, and then I'll show you what to do next. So here we go again. So I had a lot of stitches on that needle. I took them off onto the needle behind. Here we go again. So 1, so it's a bit fiddly this bit, 1, 2, 3, 2 together, 1, 2, 3, 2 together. Interesting. I think some people can knit while they're looking at the telly and chatting and all sorts. I'm not very good at that, as you can probably tell. So keep looking down. 1, 2, 3, 2 together. Right, I've got, excuse me, take those off. I've got 2 stitches left on this other needle, so I'm going to scoot them back the other way. I'm going to take them back onto the previous needle. And then now I've got a free needle, the working needle, and the one that I'll be taking stitches off next. So we've got, so now I've got freed up a needle. That's the next section I'll be working on. That's the previous section. But obviously if I keep going, I'll end up with more and more stitches on this one, and then I won't have a square anymore. So then I go back and take off a few from the back end of the previous needle, the working needle, I should say. So back, 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 back. So I'm going to take most of the stitches off the working needle because I'm going to be putting more on as I work. And it'll help keep the square shape or the head shape. Okay, that should do. Okay, so can you see how we are now? So we've got 3 needles holding the stitches and the working needle, and then I'm nearly back at my starting point, looking by my thread. So I'm not going to film the rest, I'm just going to keep working because it's going to be too long to film everything, and then I'll show you how it's looking at the end. So I'm really on the last few stitches now, so I decreased, so doing 1 and then 2 together, and then the last few times around just 2 together until all the stitches are gone. Once you get to very few stitches, you don't really need the 4th needle. As I say, no one's taught me this, I just kind of, it works for me. There may be better ways of doing it, but this is how I do it. So anyway, so I'm almost there, so another 2 stitches together. Oh, I've only got 1 there, so I'm going to go back, pop that stitch onto the other needle. So there's very few stitches now, so I think I'll just manage with what I've got. I think, no, maybe not. Do I want to do that? So that's, we're going that way. Let's take a couple back off of this one. This is a bit fiddly, this bit now. Yeah. Probably best to pick a time when you know you can definitely finish the job, because it's making the crown bit, it's a little bit fiddly. I can put that back onto there, I think. So that's now going to be just 2 together, and then there's just the last couple to knit together. So let's make sure I knit it the right way around. So scoot all that. Sorry, I'm not showing you very well. So scoot the needle back and through. Take that one out. So now 6 stitches left. So I can a bit fiddly, isn't it? So I'll take one off the working needle, scootle back on that needle, one off the previous needle, and hopefully I can just join those last couple. There we go. So I think probably Neil will moan at me now, as usual. Anyway, so you're not holding it so people can see. Anyway, so, which is probably true. So I'm going through 2 stitches, and then there's now, I pull 2 stitches off the working needle, going back the other way. It's getting very tight now. There we go. 1. Back. I've got 2 stitches to go into on the next needle round. Snip those together. So nearly at the crown. Let's fiddle that through. And we're going to do this now. There's 2 stitches there. It'll be that way around. Or should be that way around. So I always feel like it's a bit bunchy at this point. So I don't know whether to kind of just get a thick needle and just finish it off that way now. So I feel like it's already, there's 4 stitches left, but it looks finished apart from the 4 stitches. So I might just put a needle through that and pull them through. So apart from that, I've still got needles on top, you get the idea. So obviously just a tiny bit to finish off, but I think we're there, and then I'll get Neil to try it on.
Okay, so that is finished. I've found Neil out in the garden. I think he's in here anyway. I can hear rustling noises.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh.
I'm wild camping. Well, sort of wild camping. Look at this. Come into my booth over here. Look at this. Hey, look out. Look in here. Look how good is this here. Look. Let's put a bit of light on there. I've got a warm head at last, and I'm just hoping that people that complained about my old hat being a bit scaggy aren't going to complain that my hat's scaggy anymore.
Oh, it looks very smart.
I've put the fly screen on.
So it's still light.
Oh right, okay. Keep the there's midges out in the garden. So look at that. Yeah. So there's me hat 6 and 7/8, 9, 10, and 11. I've actually educated Sandra, who didn't know nothing about hat sizes, and you've learned a lot, haven't you?
True. Yeah, so you got the turn up, so you can have it turned up as much or as little as you want, or you can have it over your ears, or...
That was my eyes. Right.
So there you go.
So, the next question, how long will it last? So my mum knitted me a scarf when I was about 10, and I'm like 37 now, so 10 take away 37, my scarf must be about 27 years old.
Do you want the scarf?
No, I'm not 37. I'm going to be 37 on my birthday.
Do you want the scarf
No,
as well?
no, I've got my mother's scarf. Anyway, we're in the tent. How's it feel? You've not been. Have you been in the tent before, Sandra? And you little tent. Look at this here. Put my little light on there like that. It's fantastic. This, isn't it?
Very nice.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Oh.
So yeah. There you go. Neil's new hat. You can say to Neil, this video is quite long already.
Are you finishing the video off?
I think you have finished it off, yeah.
Well, remember, if you've not already done so, give the video a great big thumbs up, and we'll give you a big thumbs up back. And you can like and subscribe down there below. And if you're watching this on the television, go over to your remote control, press the up arrow on your remote control twice, then press the right button, and you get all the options, and you can subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up.
There will be more to follow, but I think that'll be in the next Sandra makes.
Hi campers, every day is a camping day when you're a tailor.